I started my set and I remember just looking at the lights while I was performing and I just shut my eyes. I don't know what happened inside me. I did not stop. I did not stop for a very long time. ऐसे होता है ना कि आप कहीं ना कहीं आप रोक के फिर आप कुछ अलग प्ले करते हो. I was just not being able to stop. और जैसे मेरी वो चल रहा था, मैं बजा रहा था, वैसे ही तालियां बज रही थी. You have to, sort of cut people some slack and, let them do what they want to do. Some gurus are really specific about classical. They tell you to just perform classical, learn classical. Learn classical is fine. किसी बहुत बड़े गुरु ने कहा है कि आप जब सही गुरु से सीखते हो तबला तो आपका तबला भी बात करने लग जाता है. गणा नाम गणपति गणेश लंबोदर सो है भुजाचार एक दंत चंद्रमा ललाट राजे ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश ताल दय धुरपद गावे अति विचित्र गणनाथ आज मृदंग बजावे धट धराड़ धर धर कृध्यान दिन 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 नागे 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 धन धन तिन तिन ताके नाना ता दृग 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 दिन 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 नागे ता कृध्यान.
Hi Nikhil.
Hi.
Welcome to After Us Season 5 powered by Jaqua.
Thank you.
I thought of many ways of introducing you, but I think the most endearing way would be that my mum adores you. And that says a lot because, she's very musically inclined
Right.
and she has this sort of habit of finding amazing artists and she keeps introducing them to us also, even though, of course, I discovered you on my own. But my mum specifically asked me to tell you that she adores the work that you do. So
Thank you so much.
I
Thank
thought
you
that
from
was
my
a
side.
decent introduction to give.
Yeah, I think being recognized by people is great, and by your mother. I mean, that age clan is somebody I think who've actually heard the right sort of music in their era. So being recognized by that age clan is actually a great thing.
What is the right kind of music?
Whatever sounds good, whatever sounds good to your ears. I don't think there's anything right or wrong per se, but for the ears, it has to be good,
Soulful.
soulful. It could be a fast-paced track, song, whatever, but it still has to have its soul in the right place.
I'm always very fascinated. We had a conversation with Rishabh also, and I asked him, I said, how come you picked up the sitar, let's say, over the guitar? Because ordinarily, Western instruments are cooler, right? And of course, I told him now that he's selling out like stadiums and stuff like that, I was like, somehow you've made Indian music look cool. And I think somewhere with, you playing the tabla, that also holds true.
Yeah.
Why the tabla and nothing else?
I think I need to thank my mother for that. I will say thank, because tabla is a percussion instrument which introduces you to many other instruments as well.
Okay.
It's like the initial stage, right? Yet so vast of a subject, right? As a kid, I started playing on random things, and my mother was the one who made sure that I picked up a rhythmic instrument, a percussion instrument. She introduced me to many other instruments as well. It was just not the tabla that I had a choice of. So I picked up tabla because I don't know what as a kid happened in my brain, or what struck in my brain, that I thought the quality of tone that the tabla has is amazing. So I think I picked it up for myself.
And how old were you when you picked it up?
I was 5.
You started young.
I started very young.
So you've been doing this for a while because, you
Yeah.
are fast sort of, it's easier to pick up instruments or any sort of, even if it's singing or a language when you're younger. So at 5, if you started that young, no wonder you're that good because
I'm trying. I'm
you
still
are
trying.
good. You
I
can
am
say
still-
you're good.
I will always say that I'm a student. I still am the student of what I'm doing.
As we all must be. I think we should all stay
Yeah.
students.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we can't say that,
If you're saying I'm good, thank
yeah,
you.
people seem to really like what it is that you do.
It's-
I'm sure the validation is
Yeah, definitely. See, I think artists are made only by the love that people shower us with. It's that's the only way. And if people like my work, it's wo unki achhai hai. It's their thing. I'm just trying my best at what I love doing.
tell me something. Did you like learn classical music? I mean, I know that you obviously are trained, but was it a gharana that you were a part of? What gharana was it? Or
So there was no specific gharana as such, but my Guruji, he taught me everything, right? Um and he made sure that I was not just restricted to a certain gharana. He taught me from the Delhi gharana, he taught me from the Banaras, Lucknow, Farrukhabad, Ajrad. He taught me everything, right? And I still am learning, right, under him. And uh, now I experiment, right? The learning of so many years has led me to experimenting with other genres, with almost everything, right? And what what really is important is the foundation. That's what my guru taught me, right? uh, if there's no foundation, I don't think I would have been in a position to actually experiment with so many genres.
I remember we were having this chat with Swanand Kirkire sir, and he said
Uh-huh.
कि उनको वो घराने का सिस्टम पसंद नहीं आया बिकॉज उसमें वो बहुत रिस्ट्रिक्ट हो जाते हैं फिर देन देयर इज नो सॉर्ट ऑफ
He's right.
फ्लूइडिटी
Yep.
in
Yep.
how they were learning. So he was just like, he was not a sort of fan of being stuck to those
Yep.
very limiting practices,
Yep.
and that is why he kind of didn't follow it. Even like where I learned Indian classical vocal, Gandhar Mahavidyalaya also doesn't teach any particular gharana
Yeah.
music. It's
Yeah.
like a sum
Yeah.
total of all Indian classical
Definitely, definitely. I think
forms,
that's
which
how
keeps
it's
it
supposed to be.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But throughout, like let's say when your guru was sort of teaching you the tricks of tabla and introducing you to all the tals that are possibly there, what did he teach you outside of course, just the skill? What was the learning that you took from him outside of the tabla?
So it was just not tabla that he taught. It was a way of life that he taught me in many ways. Um जब आपके गुरु आपको रियाज करने के लिए सिखाते हैं, तो वो एक डिसिप्लिन सिखाते हैं आपको, राइट? As a kid, I was not really so keen towards doing riyaz because it used to be very boring for a kid who's probably 10 or 11 years old, right? And then he introduced me to a few different ways of doing riyaz, right? So that caught my interest, right, at that age. So he basically he that was his way of teaching me a way of life, that if you're not being able to do something with a lot of concentration or determination, there are other ways to do it, but you need to stay on track irrespective of what
करना
happens.
तो पड़ेगा.
करना तो पड़ेगा ही, चाहे आप ऐसे जाओ या वैसे जाओ, you have to reach your destination.
So how many hours were you doing riyaz as a kid?
I think I remember doing like a 4 to 6 hour riyaz
every day,
every second day, because I used to do this with academics as well, right? So being from an Indian household, you know how it is, right?
You're an engineer.
I'm an engineer, yes, I am.
And I'm always stunned because so many creative people that I meet are actually engineers, and it makes me wonder that हम कितना push करते हैं हमारा system लोगों को engineer doctor बनाने के लिए, कि इतने artists engineering और medical करके फिर अपनी artistic journey choose करते हैं.
I think engineering is also an artistry in its own way.
Correct.
So
but it's
is being a doctor,
right?
Yeah, it is analytical, of course. But everything teaches you some or the other thing.
Yeah.
So
then you were basically prepping for your engineering and playing 4 to 6 hours of tabla.
Yes.
Wow, that's hectic.
I'll quote an incident to you. I was 2 months away from my 10th board examinations, and there was this all India competition that was happening in Orissa, I believe. Yeah. So my mother, full-time supporter, she's the one who actually, because of whom I'm doing this, right? So she made sure that I traveled for that competition. And I was just 2 months away from my 10th board examinations, which used to be a big deal back then.
They still are.
Still is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God.
No, it's still a big deal.
So I remember that, and I don't think any other normal Indian households would actually allow that.
No, I don't think I've heard this ever before.
Right?
10 board exam से 2 महीने पहले कोई मम्मी अपने बच्चे को दूसरे स्टेट में तबले कंपटीशन के लिए तो नहीं
भेजेंगे. Yes. So I was dwelling between two things. I was trying my best, and I was obviously more inclined towards music always. But yeah, I was not a bad of a student as well. I was doing pretty fair at that as well. But yes, I made sure that I did not leave either. I did my academics as well. I did my tabla as well. Eventually, but yes, I wanted to become a musician, a full-time musician. So I'm doing that now.
This was your ikigai, and you're like,
Yes.
now you're living your passion.
Yes.
And of course, it's doing well. It pays the bills. So
Yes.
it's
Yes.
it's what you've always wanted.
Yeah, always, always.
Is your mom proud today?
Definitely.
So much hard work she's put in. Clearly introduced
Definitely,
you to it,
definitely,
and
yeah.
now I'm sure that
Yeah, she was a little unsure when I started because उनका ये था कि 15 सेकंड की वीडियो में क्या दिखा देगा कितना
जिसको देखना हो तो देख लेता है.
So because they belong to an era where they have seen so many maestros do like a 16-hour riyaz routine and then come onto a stage and perform, right? And here I am doing short videos and posting it online, and she's just asking me, how is this going to work out for you, right? And then I just asked my parents to give me like a time frame of a year. Let me do something for myself after engineering. Give me a year. I will try and do something. अगर कुछ नहीं बनता है तो फिर I'll take up a job. So I eventually got a show. 7 months down the line, I got my first show in Bombay, and then I did not look back.
How much did you make on that first show?
I think I made about 25 grand or something like that.
But that just starting out, that's really good.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I had the most magnificent experience recently. I got the opportunity to watch Fazal Qureshi Saab
Yes.
perform. And it was a tribute, of course, to the legendary Zakir Hussain.
Yeah.
And I'm not even kidding, Nikhil. I think I was spellbound. Like, it was incredible.
Yeah.
And I never thought that the highlight instrument being tabla could actually catch my fancy so much.
Definitely. I'm like, let me clear this air for everybody.
Yeah.
Tabla is a very vast subject. Okay. It's one instrument that you can actually use and show what you're feeling on the inside. The dynamics of the tabla can actually depict, or it can make people realize what the player is feeling on the inside. Right? Say as a solo player, or say in साथ संगत जो हम करते हैं साथ संगत लोगों के साथ, तो हम सामने वाले का जो एक इमोशन है वो हम समझ सकते हैं और हम उसी तरह से डिलीवर भी कर सकते हैं. तबले में वो पावर है, वो एनर्जी है उस इंस्ट्रूमेंट में. किसी बहुत बड़े गुरु ने कहा है कि आप जब सही गुरु से सीखते हो तबला, तो आपका तबला भी बात करने लग जाता है.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it's about who you learn from and how much of a riyaz you do.
Did you go for any of Zakir Saab's shows?
Yes, I did. I did.
Tell us a little about him. I would love to hear from you because, of course,
Sure.
You would know if there's any story or anecdote that you know about him that, let's say, our audience wouldn't know, because we would love to know about the great Zakir Hussain.
Sure. So I think it must be just 2 times that I attended his concert. Okay. Both of them were in Bombay, obviously. And I remember the first time I saw him on stage, I made sure I took the front seat. Okay. And there was something when he was playing, it was like some energy was coming out of him. I could see that around him. I must have been 15 years old when I saw him for the first time, right? And I couldn't relate to what's happening around him, because the knowledge, the style of playing, the amount of hard work that he's put into that instrument was all being seen on that stage that night.
Yeah.
Right. So that was my first experience with Zakir Sahab. Like, and the second time that I met him, I don't know what happened. Okay. So it was a very private concert, just like a 50 people kind of a concert. And I entered and I saw him. He was right there, standing there. He looks at me and he says, "Oh, you're here. क्या बात है? बहुत अच्छा लगा आपको देखकर." Now I don't know if he knew me. I have no idea if he knew me. But I had goosebumps. I still am having goosebumps when I say this.
Of course,
right?
it's Zakir Hussain.
It's exactly. And when I posted that photo that I took with him that night, I wrote down in the caption as well that that is what he said. I think it's his humility. It's his humility that made him what he is. Ustad Zakir Hussain. It's just not the instrument, or it's just not the knowledge or the riyaz that he did. It was the kind of person he was. After being so knowledgeable, also after having so much of fame and everything, also he was so grounded. He was so grounded.
I'm
That's
sure.
what matters.
I
in
don't
the
think
end.
that if to be this big an artist that you've literally taken an Indian instrument to the world stage, I don't think you can do that without a certain amount of humility
Definitely.
in you, because how else will you sort of
Definitely,
survive?
it's not possible. Yeah,
It's not possible. I
it's not
think
possible.
बहुत एटीट्यूड के साथ आप यहाँ तो नहीं
Not
पहुंचोगे.
possible. Not possible.
And मतलब even small kids know that वाह ताज ad.
Yeah.
It stayed with us, yeah.
आप जब तबला बोलते हो तो उस्ताद जाकिर हुसैन का आप नाम लोगे ही. That's the sort of मतलब वो छाप उन्होंने सब में छोड़ी है आज. जब तबले की बात होती है तो उस्ताद जाकिर हुसैन की ही बात.
100%. I think we all identify tabla with him so far.
Yeah.
इंडिया में मतलब कुछ इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स के साथ आप कुछ लोगों को जोड़ते हैं. I think तबले के लिए जाकिर हुसैन साहब.
Yes, and this will remain always. I know that.
What has been your most profound experience on stage in the last few years, where you felt that energy that you're talking about literally coming out of you, and you felt, damn, this is like a switch on moment for me?
Yeah, I remember I was performing in Nagpur. This was I think 3-4 years back, and it was a huge crowd. It was about 7,500 people.
Massive.
Yeah, massive. And I was not ready for it. That was my first time for a massive crowd like that. Right? I was just not ready for it. मैं बार-बार विंग्स से घूर के देख रहा था. मैंने कहा ये मैं कैसे करूँगा. But I got on stage, I started my set, and I remember just looking at the lights while I was performing, and I just shut my eyes. I was jamming with some track I do not remember right now, but I was just playing. I was in my zone. I just shut my eyes and I started playing with that track, and I don't know what happened inside me. I did not stop. I did not stop for a very long time. ऐसे होता है ना कि आप कहीं ना कहीं आप रोक के फिर आप कुछ अलग प्ले करते हो. I was just not being able to stop. और जैसे मेरी वो चल रहा था, मैं बजा रहा था, वैसे ही तालियां बज रही थी. People were hooting. People were loving it. So that is one experience that I will never be able to forget. Yeah.
Was it your first very large show?
Yes. And I was very nervous. But after that show, now I know that I will not be nervous for any other ones if it's a huge crowd.
But hopefully you'll still be in that zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always in a different zone when I'm performing. Always. There's some or the other thing that I was just talking about this the other day, that whenever I'm performing, whatever notes or whatever syllables I'm performing or playing on the tabla, I can somehow see it in the air somewhere when I'm doing it. That's why the expressions. That's why if you see those funny expressions,
of course.
Yeah, it's that.
You're popular for it.
Yeah. So exactly.
I think people appreciate that about you.
I think they do.
Like my mom has said, like I love his expressions. I'm telling you, she's seen you, and she genuinely comes across as very authentic, and one can see that you are really enjoying it.
Yeah. If I do not enjoy my music, how will other people enjoy it? Right. आप जब खुश होते हो तभी तो आप सामने वाले को खुश कर पाओगे ना.
100%. वो मतलब ऑथेंटिसिटी एक स्टेज के बियॉन्ड आप नहीं फेक कर पाओगे. तो वो तो होता ही है. What has been the best compliment that you've received from someone famous or special that made you feel like I've arrived, or at least I'm doing well? Chalo, if not, I've arrived.
Have arrived is going to take a time. It's going to take a sweet time.
तब मैंने change कर दिया उसको. Felt good में मैं आ गई.
Yeah. I think there was this, so my career actually took off from the Shiv Tandav Stotram that I played on YouTube, right? It was, I think, back in 2018, right? And Sir Anand Mahindra had reposted on Twitter back then.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. So he wrote a message saying something like, this boy made my day or something like that.
Hmm.
Back then I did not even know who Sir Anand Mahindra was, you know.
Hmm.
But after I googled, I'm like, oh my god, it's a huge deal coming from
Yeah.
a huge man like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then eventually many people from the industry started liking my work, started appreciating my work. So that gave me like an assurance that, you know, at least I'm doing something right.
Hmm.
You know, that gives you an assurance
Yeah.
somehow, right? कि आप गलत track पे नहीं हो, you're not on the wrong path.
Hmm. But do
Yeah.
the purists not judge you that you're playing tabla to Bollywood?
Yeah, they do. They do.
How do you feel about that?
I feel that I'm okay with it. Like,
Hmm.
with all due respect, I cannot make everyone happy, can I?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And you follow whatever your musical instinct is.
That's my instinct and that's what I'm going to follow,
Hmm.
right? मैं अगर बेताला बजा रहा हूँ या बेसुरा गा रहा हूँ तो एक अलग बात है.
Hmm.
मैं अगर मेरे गुरुजी ने मुझे जो सिखाया है, इफ आई एम स्टिकिंग टू दैट, और उसी 4 नोट्स के इर्द-गिर्द ही अगर मैं कुछ बजा करके क्लासिकल ही मैं अगर बजा रहा हूँ
Hmm.
बॉलीवुड गानों के साथ, तो उसमें गलत क्या है?
नहीं, गलत तो कुछ भी नहीं है क्योंकि हमें तो वो मजे ही आते देख के. You know,
Yeah.
like the majority audience will really enjoy it.
Yeah.
The sort of purists will say why.
Yeah, I've been in conversations with purists this way. They've asked me कि ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम?
Hmm.
ये क्यों कर रहे हो तुम?
Hmm.
So it's okay. It's okay.
At this stage, when you're such a popular sort of face on the internet when it comes to your instrument, how much money do you get from, like, how much, I'm not saying quote me the figure, but how much percentage of, let's say, what you earn comes from doing gigs or shows, or and how much from like brand work or, you know,
So I think,
the internet?
yeah, I think about 60% is from live shows
Hmm.
and 40% is from brand work.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But that's so interesting क्योंकि मतलब ये फॉर्मेट पहले कभी एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता था. आई थिंक इतने सारे आर्टिस्ट जो थे पुराने ज़माने के, they were only doing shows, and I think their reach also, that's why probably was limited, which is why I think uh, social media has given a lot of sort of pure art forms, like whether it's classical Indian or any instrument, sitar, tabla, उसको इतनी widespread audience अब मिल गई है कि I
Yes.
feel people will show up more for Indian classical
Definitely.
shows than they
Definitely.
were before.
Yeah. See, let me tell you, there are great maestros who are doing what I'm doing, right? Like
Hmm.
Sir Karsh Kale, or there are many people who are doing it. It was just about the exposure. Social media has given us so much of exposure today,
Hmm.
right? I mean, to be able to get so many views, right, and being recognized by people all around the world, this can only happen on social media,
No, agreed, 100%.
right? Otherwise, it was not possible.
हम कैसे डिस्कवर करें फिर न्यू आर्टिस्ट को ना, या तो फिर आपको बहुत मेहनत करके जगह जगह जाके शोज ढूंढने पड़ेंगे,
हाँ,
या तो फिर आपको वो आर्टिस्ट पसंद आ जाए और फिर आप उनके शो पे चले जाओ थ्रू सोशल
definitely.
मीडिया, आपको पता लग जाएगा.
Yes.
यू नो, तो आई थिंक इट्स अ ह्यूज सॉर्ट ऑफ boon for the artist community.
Definitely. It's a tool. It's a tool to get to reach to the masses, but it is not the only thing. Let me be very specific about that. Right? Social media is a tool to put your music out there, to uh, let people know what you think about music, right? Or your approach towards music. And that's it. What really counts is how you sound on a live stage.
100%, बिकॉज बहुत सारे सिंगर्स भी बहुत बेकार साउंड करते हैं लाइव स्टेज पे, एंड फिर उनके कवर्स
Thanks
जो
for saying
एडिट.
that for me. I was not going to say that.
No, but it's the truth. I've attended, like, you know, now of course so many weddings that you go to have like live performances,
Yeah.
right? And then these are all really popular artists जिनके गाने आपने मतलब लूप पे या रिपीट पे सुने हैं, पर फिर जब आप लाइव सुनते हो उनको तो वो
Yeah.
बहुत खराब साउंड करता है.
स्टूडियो में आपके पास काफी समय होता है रीटेक देने के लिए और उसको
रीटेक,
ठीक
ऑटो
करने के
ट्यून
लिए.
करने के लिए, म्यूजिक पे ज्यादा रिलाय करने के लिए.
हाँ, बट आप जब लाइव स्टेज पर होते हो तो चीजें अलग होती है.
टेल मी अ वन स्टेज फॉपा जो कभी हुआ हो एंड यू जस्ट लाइक ये कैसे खत्म करूंगा मैं. कुछ ऐसा हुआ है? कभी तो हुआ होगा.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, ऑब्वियसली हुआ है. नाउ लेट मी थिंक अबाउट इट.
हाँ.
कोई गलती भी अगर होती है ना स्टेज पे, राइट, सो आई ट्राई एंड कवर इट समहाउ, बट वंस आई गेट ऑफ द स्टेज आई स्टार्ट टू फील वेरी बैड.
Hmm.
I feel like what just happened? I mean, I've been doing the riyaz, I've been playing with this for such a long time, and what did I end up doing?
Hmm.
This happens. See, everybody, human error नाम की एक चीज होती है.
Hmm.
You are going to commit some sort of a wrong thing on stage. ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं होगा. बड़े बड़े लोगों से हो जाती है गलती, है ना, कि
But
अगली बार ना हो.
have you ever repeated the same mistake? You always made new ones.
Not really. Yes, I've made new ones. Yes.
That's okay. I think one can
Yeah,
live
yeah.
with making new mistakes.
Yes. Yes.
Same वाली नहीं होनी चाहिए.
Same नहीं होती है.
Hmm.
Same नहीं होती है. Let me think about it. ना नहीं होता है. Yeah.
What has been the song like in all the sort of covers that you do on Instagram that you've enjoyed playing to the most, जिसके लिए सबसे ज़्यादा appreciation मिली है?
Recently, I did this song "Suna Suna" by Sonu Sir. When I was recording it, I had a ball of a time. I love that song, and of course the Shiv Tandav Stotram. Obviously, every time I play it, I have a great time. Live stage पे तो और भी मजा आता है.
What motivated you to actually play to that? Is it like a religious belief system? Did you feel inclined to it?
No, nothing. I was in nothing. Let me tell you. I was at the studio one day and I was just not feeling it. Right? कि आज करूँ कुछ, छोड़ दूँ, चले जाऊँ वापस. So then I was just scrolling through a few things and I was just checking कि क्या हो सकता है. Then I heard this Shiva Tandav Stotram. And then I just started. So I knew that when you mean Shiva, there's Damru.
Yeah.
And if you've watched my cover, I tried to take out the sound of the Damru with my left hand, with the left drum, right? Yeah. So when that happened, then I made sure that I'm going to cover this entirely. And I did it. So and that day मेरा बिल्कुल भी mood नहीं था कुछ करने का. It just happened out of nowhere. And then it blew up. Just blew up.
But that Damru wala sound replication is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Takes skill, yeah. I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I'm sure you are well rehearsed, which is why you could do it. But I've to really enjoyed, I think, most of the covers.
Usually, I do not rehearse with any songs. I just go with the emotion of that song that it's already delivering. So the Shiva Tandav Stotram is like,
of course, that's magnificent.
है ना? उसका एक अलग ही feel है. तो मैं उस पे ऐसे आराम से थोड़ी ना बजाऊंगा. तो जैसे वो deliver हो रहा है गाना सामने से, जैसे वो emotion मेरे तक आ रहा है, वैसे मैं उसके साथ बजाऊंगा. So that's how I got the idea of doing the Damru thing on it. Yeah.
मतलब how as a part of Riyaz, जैसे singers को बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि अच्छा ये मत खाओ, you know, don't have like oily food, you know, or have nimbu, whatever. Is there anything that tabla players have to sort of keep in mind in terms of just health check and stuff like that? Because I'm guessing it takes a bit like of stamina.
Working out is one thing that you have to make sure that you do. Because you have to do like a 120-minute set when you are on stage. How are you going to survive that if you do not have the real stamina? Forget the stage as well. Let's talk about riyaz.
Yeah.
If there's riyaz happening, how are we going to sit for 2 or 3 hours all together, right?
Yeah.
So working out is one way. Make sure you do that, but do not bulk up so much or do not try to have that ripped body or whatever. I can't do that. That's the reason I have not done it to date, right? Otherwise I would have. But वरना क्या होता है, muscles stiff हो जाती हैं, and then we need that mobility.
You need agility to be able to play.
We need it.
Interesting. Actually, I wouldn't have thought that the stiffness would create a lack of agility.
Many people ask me if we should actually go do gymming properly, if we should have these big muscles and or not, big arms or not. So I generally ask them not to. With my personal experience, when I started working out and when I started picking up weights, I saw that stiffness coming. So I started avoiding it. Yeah.
What are you up to these days? I know you've been working on the collective.
Yes.
Tell us a little about it. I'm curious. What is the attempt? What do you want to do with it?
So the collective is a dream that came true. I've been thinking about it, dreaming about it for the longest time now. And we have basically collected musicians, artists from all over India The folk artists, they come from Rajasthan. Other musicians are from, say, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and all these places. And I've got the best musicians to do to join me with the kind of dream that I have been seeing for a long time. And we fuse our instruments with different genres of music, right? Uh, say techno, say,
Interesting.
yeah, say your normal Bollywood songs or any love tracks or whatever. So right now, this is what we are doing. Eventually, we are already working on our originals, right? And this is just the beginning of the collective. We are a 10-piece act right now.
And you're touring with this?
Yes, yes, we have already started touring with this.
Wonderful. when are you coming to Delhi?
Anytime soon.
Okay, good. I'll come for the Delhi one.
Definitely, definitely. And this is just the beginning. As I mentioned, we are planning to expand this on a very large scale, step by step, but step by step.
But do you feel like you're living the dream that a younger you may have seen at some point in time?
I think I am. Yes, I am.
You
See,
feel
the
like...
problem with me is I am not always satisfied with what I do. I just say this is the first step towards the next thing. I think that's why I am so much on my toes always. I try to experiment with different formats every other time. I like it. I do not want to be satisfied with what I'm doing.
फिर तो growth रुक जाएगी ना.
Exactly.
फिर आप grow कैसे करोगे अगर आप content हो जाओगे?
Exactly.
तो अभी आप ऐसे अपने आप को challenge करने के लिए क्या कर रहे हो? Not just in terms of your skill, but even emotionally, physically, how are you putting your best foot forward? What are you doing to challenge yourself?
See, when you are an instrument player, right? What happens a lot of times is, you struggle to be the center of attraction. तबला ये हमेशा साथ संगत का एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट रहा है.
Correct.
तो इसको मेन फॉरवर्ड स्टेज पे लाने के लिए बहुत मेहनत लगती है, right? And so many years of work I have struggled, and I'm not struggling right now, but I am working on it every day to make sure that it is the center of attraction.
Do you
that
like
Nikhil
attention?
with his instrument is the center of attraction.
Do you enjoy attention?
I love it. Who doesn't?
Do you enjoy female attention? I'm guessing you get plenty.
Obviously, I enjoy it. Who doesn't? Please tell me that.
No, actually, there are some people who might get overwhelmed with it also.
See, I find it sweet. Okay, it's absolutely sweet that people come and talk. People want to click pictures. People appreciate your work. It's great.
So you're enjoying the attention. It's nice, and you're working hard to make sure that you are the center of the attention.
Yes.
And it's very nice for you to even say that, because you're right. Tabla as an instrument has always been one of the many.
Yeah.
Very seldom have we seen it as the main sort of act.
Yeah.
And that would be a tough transition to do.
Yeah. And many people have been trying to do that. And I've just joined their journey as well.
Have you seen Bandish Bandits, the show? Did you enjoy it?
I love it. I love it.
What did you like about that show? Because I found it very fascinating for someone who enjoys classical music. It was a delight. You know, उनके में भी वही घराने में सब अपने उसमें थोड़े restricted से हम ऐसे ही करेंगे, यही vibe होती है.
Yes.
But what did you like about Bandish Bandits?
I think let's appreciate the music. It's brilliant music.
Season 1 even better than season 2.
Yes, please. Yes.
Shankar Ehsaan Loy.
Definitely. And the entire story and the narration and everything is absolutely very nice. Yeah.
What's your favorite song from the album?
Garaj, obviously.
Love Par Aaye is also really nice.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. But Garaj is
Garaj has a different
unmatched.
Unmatched.
Too good.
And Purbenda now has done his thing.
Superb.
Yeah.
We had a chat with Paresh, who was obviously playing Mahi's character.
Right.
And of course, he also sort of got so much love for his him playing Mahi, that character in Bandish Bandits. And I think just him with that sort of sitar, that was also like a sight for Suresh. So good. Well done by him as well.
Yes. Definitely.
And of course, the original was Next level. When you
Yeah.
see him in his sort of reels,
Yeah.
do it multiple times, playing Garaj Garaj.
Yeah.
Stupendous, yeah.
It's
Too good.
amazing. It's amazing. His thought process of putting that on sitar is flabbergasting. It's amazing.
Who is an artist that you really want to sort of perform alongside or work with?
I think it's A.R. Rahman sir, for sure.
Hmm.
Like I really want to, uh, get in the studio with him and see what he thinks before he
Yeah.
makes something. His approach towards music, his approach towards the entire idea of music.
Hmm.
I want to understand that.
Yashraj Mukhate actually had told us
Uh-huh.
about his experience with Rahman sir. And he was just like, मैं गया वहाँ पे and मुझसे बात ही नहीं हो रही थी because I was
I'm
like, this is
sure.
my childhood, like god of music,
Yeah,
right? So he was like, I was nervous, but he only made me comfortable and then we did it. But just the opportunity of sitting next to him
Yeah, definitely.
felt like magic.
I'm sure.
But I don't know what that man is, but it's very unique. I don't
Yes.
think people like him exist.
He has been consistent with the fact that he's unique.
Yeah,
I mean,
agreed.
that is what is great about him.
Yeah.
He's been unique all throughout.
Yeah, all throughout. And
Yeah.
the good thing is, an A.R. Rahman song, when you hear the texture, you can say this is A.R. Rahman, but it's still different from anything else that he's done.
Exactly.
That is the hardest to crack.
Exactly.
You have a unique sort of language,
Yep.
which is very easily identifiable, and it's an A.R. Rahman song.
Yeah.
But it's still so different from any A.R. Rahman song.
Yeah.
What's your favorite A.R. Rahman album?
Dil Se.
Dil Se.
It's to be Dil Se.
Dil Se and Roja, I think.
Roja, yes, of course.
Roja would also be a close second.
Yeah.
Amazing. Dil Se to every song, yeah. Every song was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how these guys do it. Apparently, when he doesn't get inspiration, he goes and prays
Is it?
and fasts. Yeah, he said in an interview
Okay.
that when I don't understand, when I'm not getting inspiration, then he basically surrenders to God and sits and prays. And that is what gives him motivation.
Yeah, I'm sure it helps, yeah.
What gives you that motivation? When you're, let's say, you have a creative block, or you're just not feeling it. What inspires you? What do you do?
I think I just take a trip somewhere. I go somewhere, I shut myself off for about 3-4 days. I come back and I start.
And that clears your mind
It does.
enough?
It does, definitely.
What is the place that you've been to that you felt is like, हाँ यहाँ पे जाके तो मुझे creative energy आ जाती है?
Norway. My sister stays in Norway. So I remember that, there was this one time that I had done so many shows back to back, and I was tired, okay? I was just not being able to think of anything else but a break. And then I took a trip to Norway, and I was there for about 25 days, almost a month. I came back. I was so fresh that, then I got back to work.
Did you see the Northern Lights?
I did. I did.
Lucky. It's been on my list for a while now.
I did.
What is, tell me, growing up, Nikhil, of course, today, you rightly are sort of on your wish list, you have A.R. Rahman, you're playing these big shows, 7,500 people, you're doing brand work. But as a kid, when you were playing the tabla, did you get teased for playing the instrument? Were you bullied at all? Because it's, as I said, growing up, I don't think I personally also hold myself accountable for not being like, oh, this guy plays tabla, so he's cool. I don't think that is an impression I had when I was younger.
Yeah.
Even as someone who was learning music, I didn't think it.
Yeah.
How did you sort of manage that?
I never really got bullied. Rather, I had this special place in my school. Every day during the prayer hour in the morning, I do not remember my school life there where I was standing in the queue in the assembly. I was always on the stage playing along with the prayer songs. So I had that unique position always. तभी से बचपन से ही मैं स्टेज पे ही था एक तरह से.
तो वो cool था मतलब.
Cool था, पहले से ही cool था.
I really appreciate sort of artists who are, making Indian music look cool again. Right? Let's say how you're dressed. And then when you play something like the tabla, it inspires a young, kid
Yeah.
To think, okay, if Nikhil, he's a cool guy and he's playing the tabla, then I think tabla is cool as well, right? The
Yeah.
association becomes that.
Yeah.
So to
Yeah.
inspire the younger generation to actually pursue Indian classical music, you know, I think it takes a bunch of people like yourself to be there and make them think, you know, it's not just the guitar or it's not just, you know, the drums.
Yeah.
Because वो तो we are selling them as cool only.
Definitely.
ये हम ट्रेडिशन के साथ बेचते हैं, वो हम कूलनेस के साथ बेचते हैं. तो when that
Yeah.
kind of comes together, I think that is amazing. Because I would love for young kids to be like, I want to play the sarod. इतना सुनने को मिलता नहीं है वो.
It's again, as I mentioned, uh, it's the way your guru teaches you actually. Sometimes what happens is, let me tell you, uh, some gurus are really specific about classical. They tell you to just perform classical, learn classical. Learn classical is fine, but I think you have to, sort of cut people some slack and let them do what they want to do. That's what my guru did. उन्होंने ये बोला कि यहाँ तक मैंने तुमको अभी सिखाया है, इसके आगे तुमको करना है जो तुमको करना है.
You do with this what you will.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
In any form.
Any form.
What is the sort of jam session that you've enjoyed the most? Do you remember the people in the room? Some moment that you were just like, now these are the most amazing artists. I'm sitting in a room with them and it's been so much fun.
It's my collective. I have great artists. Let me tell you. Every time I jam with them, it's amazing. We have so much of fun. Yeah.
What new, sort of outside of course the originals that you're working on, what can we look forward to that's coming from you?
So I've recently just released a song which is called the Rhythmic Deva for Ganpati. And alongside tabla, there are these massive, huge percussions that I've used that are all that you see in this.
The full Ganpati vibe.
The full Ganpati vibe, but it has that contemporary Indian classical touch to it, but also is an amalgamation with techno.
Very cool.
Matlab, it's that one track that I wanted to make for the longest time, and it's out now on all the streaming platforms, obviously. But yes, you should go listen to it if you have.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Does the tabla guy believe in God?
Obviously, I do. I do.
You have a God that you pray to? Is God?
Yes, I pray to goddess Durga, and I believe in the goddess because मेरी माँ ने मेरे को सिखाया है जो भी सिखाया है. She's taught me to pray to God, and that's what I've been following. And it so happened that I recently started believing, like I've become a staunch believer of God now.
Why so? Why now?
Because if it were not for God, I wouldn't have been where I am today. It wouldn't have been possible. There is some energy, some source coming from somewhere which is keeping me at it, keeping my career at it. And it just has new things every day.
Yeah.
I wake up to a new challenge, a new beautiful milestone every day.
That's beautiful. I mean, I believe in God as well, and I think everybody's faith is very subjective.
Yeah.
And whoever wants to believe in God, in whichever way, I think is great. So long as you have something that you can,
definitely,
rely on and have faith in, I think that's good enough.
Definitely.
And मैंने वैसे पहली बार किसी सुना है कि वो बोल रहे थे pray to goddess Durga. I think it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Nikhil, what do you do to unwind after hours when you've been doing all your riyaz, when you've been doing everything? How do you put your feet up? How do you enter whatever your version of the good life is?
I think as I mentioned earlier also, I just want to get out with family, go visit some place, visit some country, and spend some quality time with family, because that's what we musicians sometimes miss out on. We are so busy during the season time making it good for others, making their day special.
Yeah.
एंड इट सो हैपेंस दैट हमारे घर के जितने भी त्योहार है, हमारे घर के जितने भी सेलिब्रेशंस है, हम वो मिस करके उनके लिए जाते हैं.
Hmm.
So when I have my off season time, I want to spend some quality time with my family.
Hmm.
That's the best way to
Sweet.
unwind.
No, of course, I agree. And that is what your version of the good life is like,
Yes.
spending quality time with
Yes.
family.
Stable life is what I like when it comes to family.
Hmm.
But work, I see that and I love that.
I think that's great.
I love that.
That is, I think work में ये तो चलना ही चाहिए and family में stability भी होनी चाहिए. I think that is a very productive
Yep.
life to have.
Definitely. Definitely.
निखिल जाने से पहले या तो कुछ आप हमको कुछ तो सुना के जाओ.
Definitely. So as I mentioned about Rhythmic Deva, तो उसमें ना एक गणेश जी का गणेश परन नाम का एक कॉम्पोजिशन है, ठीक है. उसमें गणेश जी की स्तुति हो रही है. इट्स बेसिकली उनकी तारीफ हो रही है. सो आई हैव मेड श्योर दैट आई पुट इट इन दैट ट्रैक सो आई कैन रिसाइट दैट फॉर यू.
Please, I would love that.
Right. So it's something like गणा नाम गणपति गणेश लंबोदर सो है भुजाचार एक दंत चंद्रमा ललाट राजे ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश ताल दय धुरपद गावे अति विचित्र गणनाथ आज मृदंग बजावे धट धराड़ धर धर कृध्यान दिन 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 नागे 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 धन धन तिन तिन ताके नान ता दृगन दृग दृग दिन 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 नागे दिन नागे ता कृध्यान कृतक धरान तरान धा कृतक धरान तरान धा कृतक धरान तरान धा.
Nikhil, it has been a pleasure chatting with you.
Same here.
Thank you for coming. And of course, I look forward to seeing everything that you do. And I will come for your Delhi show whenever you're around.
Thank you.
But thank you. It's amazing to watch sort of artists like yourself. And thank you for, as I said, making Indian music look cool.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
So yeah, this is something that we have for you to take
Okay.
along with you.
Okay.
And hopefully you'll enjoy it. You'll know when you open it. Yeah,
Definitely.
surprise छोड़ देते हैं हम आपके लिए.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.